Hello, it's Fellonius the old yapper again, Sunday, and today it's time to go back to Swenglish. This is one of those that is impossible to do actually, but I have to do it because it's so stupid. There is a suffix for some words of not some reason that we are using, and I'm not sure, but I think the English speaking world has something similar. Now in our case it's the letters IS. We end, instead of having daycare, we have daycaries, or just days, which of course sounds pretty stupid when you don't even know why we're doing this. We have mellis, which is a snack that you take in between meals, of course. That's so in English it should be snackies. I don't know, but a snackies in Swedish is actually a person who talks too much. So why are we doing all these is? Well, it is easier for children to say the letters I and S in Swedish. You have to make sure that you understand that much at least. But for me it is like degrading our own language. Yes, I know we have at least 3 different types of levels. Normal level, that's where normally you just do it approximately by the grammar. And then we have the lower level, when you are swearing a lot and using slang words and stuff. That's not really a good language, but it is where it's developing. So some of the words from the lower levels gets to the normal levels. And then we have the high level, of course, and that's authorities, that's companies and stuff, which has more honor to their language, and of course professors and other teachers and stuff. Now teachers love that type. Politicians' language is not high level as such. It's just a thing to make sure that nobody else understands except other politicians. It's a separate language from the real language, and it works. And why do I suddenly take this one? Well, first of all, you have to see it to believe it, and in this case you have to hear it to believe it. This it's stupid. I mean, they call a bus driver for buses because he drives a bus, but that means that he's less worth than a chauffeur or a driver, because every time you put IS in the back of a word, you're actually lowering the words and the status of the thing. I mean, I rather go to a daycare center than to a days. It's easier to say for some. I can understand that. Now we have some adverts coming in. People are sending us papers to read, and one of them was this is so hard to translate. Are you also a grillis? That was a title, and what the fork is a grillis? Well, it is this time of year when we start grilling, having barbecues. When you take out the grill and you're trying to beat the neighbor to it, because that's what you have to do. In my case, I only have a balcony, and you're not allowed to do barbecues on a balcony. So if you are a grillis, I suspect they think that you are some sort of that it is your hobby, that it is something that you have been looking forward to, something that is important for you. So, okay, I can buy that so far, but why do we need es? I mean, normally if you have a suffix on Swedish words, you just use the letters are. So a grillis should actually be a grillare. That is the same word, except it is normal value word. Grillis sounds like something stupid, something low status. Are you a grillis too? Now I can't even imagine how that could sound in English. Are you a barbecuer? I mean, that sounds like you're barbecuing yourself. That doesn't work, does it? But this is something that you have to see. Every time, look at the last two words. If it say es, and I don't say police, because police is actually spelling in the correct way, es. We have even had, I think we had cigarettes called a ciggis. I don't know. Yeah, every time you see these is in something that you don't recognize as something, you should just don't bother. Try to get the real word instead. Thank you for listening. Bye.